Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Let me pull up my chat real quick. Hello, hello. Mary Jane, hello. Irene, hello. Princess, hello. Z, hello. Angelica, hello. Jeannie, hey, hey. Firebird, hello. Surprised anybody's here with the Super Bowl. Nana, hello. Courtney, hello. Alicia, hello. LT Spiritual, hello. Coco, hey. Amber, hello. Neon, hello. Space Cowboy, hello. Pretty in Pink, hello. Beauty Heart, hello. Jessie, hello. We've got 5 spots. That's it. All right. Content, hello. Four spots. Go Seahawks. Just saying. I do not want the Patriots to win. I am good. How are you? Thank you for asking. Excuse my sniffly nose. This weather. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Four spots. 4 spots. You party? Oh, nice. I can't remember the last time I partied. They asked me what I was gonna do for my birthday. I'm like, same thing. Lucky, yes, you can be on the free list. Just know you have to save your question until we get to you. Hey, Jean, and welcome. Thank you for being here. 3 spots. I keep drawing the number 8. Three spots. You're welcome. Anytime. Thank you for being here. Three spots. No donations so far, so we might get through this pretty fast. Three spots. You spilled the soap. Soap is kind of like glitter. It's so hard to get up. I hate it when that happens. Glitter is one of those things I hate to spill. Soap is pretty bad too. But at least it's clean. And it doesn't spread across everywhere. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so we might just be where we're at. I'll just go ahead and get some of y'all free listers done. All right, hello, you can start. Post your question, please. It wasn't that long. It couldn't have been that long. Okay. Anything you need to know about your family? Hey, Diamond Girl. Okay. Doctor, hello. All right, one spot. All right, hello. Let's see. I kind of feel like Spirit says, like, for the ones you do know, maybe you've been waiting for things to get better between y'all, or there's something about Spirit needs you to look at perspectives from their perspective and your perspective. Something about there's like some compromise that can be come to if you could just put yourself in their shoes. It kind of takes, I feel like something happened, I guess, that either upset you or made you feel imbalanced about your family in general. I do feel in time you'll become more aware of like other family, outside family, but there's something about like the immediate family. There's something that needs to be looked at from a different perspective. Like maybe sometimes when things happen, we only see things from the way we see them. We don't look at it as to how they got to the place of seeing things the way they did. So I don't know. I just feel like some kind of illusion is there. Like you feel like things are one way, but Spirit's like you kind of need to look at it as this and that are both true and kind of find a compromise. And I don't know what that means because I don't know what's going on between you and your family, but sometimes our ego is louder than our heart space, and so we get offended. And I don't think it was like something that was meant to offend, I guess. But I do feel you have a strong family lineage. And it could be of some kind of spiritual, like, awareness or some kind of spiritual balance to where you can see both sides, the 3D and the 5D. Different perspective. Hey, culture. All right, Mary Jane. So, culture got the last spot. All right, Mary Jane, let's see. Will you get good news regarding your health this month? I kind of feel like Spirit is saying there may be things that at first don't feel like good news. You're like, oh shit, this is not a blessing. This is not right, you know. And I feel that the news may not be amazing, but there's like, if you can think about it from a logical perspective and like do your research, you'll see whatever this is going to help you to regain more energy, regain more clarity. It could have something to do with the heart space. There might be like a procedure or some kind of adjustment that needs to be made. But regardless, it may not be the best news, but it's something that can be worked with. It's not something that's like incurable or there's nothing able to be done about it. So Spirit's also saying don't go looking like on Google, because Google will scare the out of you. Make sure to like stay grounded and logical about things. Don't let your emotions like get you out of your regular self, because like I said, there's something about it that it's not what you wanted to hear, but it's what you needed to hear. And so all in all, it's good news. So that's about all I can get from that. All right, Irene. Anything exciting for this week? Let's see. Ten of Cups. It looks like it. It looks like you'll be happy with it. It kind of feels like an unexpected surprise or an unexpected blessing out of nowhere. I do feel like you're stepping into a new era. Maybe you're attracting more abundance into your life. And so this is something that's like starting it in the right direction. And I don't feel like you see this coming. I don't think your intuition knows. I feel like this is just an unexpected thing that happens that makes you feel really good. And it also kind of, it's like, it kind of cuts through the illusion or the doubts you've had in your mind. So I do feel a lot of clarity coming. But it's not something, like I said, that you feel coming or can intuitively really understand. Alright, so Princess. Okay, any third party activity? I honestly feel like this person is very serious about you. Like you're their dream come true. They probably do get a lot of attention from outside sources, but I don't feel it's a third party. I don't feel like if somebody is intruding on your relationship, I think it would come from haters or people that don't want, you two to be together. But I don't feel it's like them in a relationship with somebody else or like trying to lead you on, because in their eyes, you're the one. They're they seem to be like, I don't want the conflict of having to deal with you and somebody else. So that's what I got. I don't think there's a third party because they seem pretty serious about you, or at least the way they feel about you. All right. Sometimes we overthink ourselves into stressing for no reason. You just gotta trust. All right, Z. How does Dave feel towards you? You're welcome, babe. Okay. They feel like you're very abundant. They feel like you're very balanced. They feel like you bring a lot of light to the rooms that you enter. You bring them a lot of happiness from what I can see. They may not be so much balanced, but I see that when they look at you, they feel a balance. They feel safe. They feel seen. They feel heard. They feel nurtured. So it's all good feelings. Have a good night, Irene. Thank you for being here, babe. Even if you're not in communication, they can still feel that way about you because you asked how do they feel about you. They do feel that you're a very bright light. And like I said, I don't feel that they're necessarily balanced, and maybe that's why they're at a distance. But when they look at you or when they think of you, they think of happiness. They feel warmth. They feel balance. They could also be contemplating like how to make things better, how to get you to understand, how to reach out, how to clarify, how to clear up situations y'all have been through. All right, general love, Angelica. I feel like you're about to have some choices that are about to show up in your life that it's almost like somebody's refusing to let you go or to let a situation end. I kind of feel like something is meant to be done and over with, but I do feel like there's still the choice between the new and the old. And you may not want the old, and that's fine, but it's still going to be your choice to let it go, because I do feel like it's coming back around, because it's like, no, it's not over. It's not done. I still have time, but I do feel a new offer as well that's going to be very secure for you. So I definitely feel like be careful of the choices you make within the next few weeks. Because there could be something tempting that's not for your highest good. But there is one that is sent directly from the divine. And I don't think you know this person yet. Genie. Love general. Somebody got something to say to you. And they don't think you want to hear it. I think whoever this is, the two of you are very similar. This kind of feels like a battle of the wits. This could be a person that challenges you intellectually. And it's kind of like somebody's rushing in trying to tell you something. You're like, hold up. If you're not coming in balanced and secure and going to give me something, I don't want to have shit to do with you. I've been there. I've done that with you. And I just feel like the two of you kind of knocking heads. So I don't know who this person is or why it's like that. But you've got like, you're sort of like, okay, say what you want to. So then I can cut you off. Because I don't believe anything you have to say. And I know you say love, but love comes in all forms. People can love you from the wrong places all over, you know. So love general, you know, it's not always rainbows and sunshines. But I do have the Ten of Cups at the bottom. So whatever is coming in the future, whether it be this person or the next person, you're going to be happy this year. You're going to have... And then Ten of Pentacles. You're going to have something very secure this year, I feel. But I think whatever this is might be like, I know you're about to find your happiness, so let me get a little bit of your time before that. And you're like, I ain't got time for you. And you're... Shit. That's cute, though. I liked it. All right, Firebird. And thank you, Culture. I'm so sorry, boo. You donated. All right, let me do Firebird just because the question's up there, and I'm so sorry. I get so lost in the readings, but I got you next, babe. I got you next. Okay, Scorpio's next actions. I don't see actions. This person has a battle of ego here. This feels like they want you to reach out or they want you to make some kind of move. And they're patiently sitting there like, okay, do you love me? Show me. And I don't like that. I don't like that energy. This person looks like a whole lot of stress. It's like they're sitting on something, but they're almost... It could be because they're in their feminine. I get like a masculine that's in their feminine, like they want to be catered to. So, I don't know. It could just be the energy today. It could be like, I'm waiting for you to reach out to me. I don't know. All right, Culture. Okay, how to deal with your boss. It's kind of like kill him with kindness. It's more of just keep being yourself. Don't act like anything has changed. Just keep working, doing your job. And I understand they might not be happy, but so you're leaving. Or you're ending something with them. How are they going to handle this? And thank you, Culture. You thought he was in a bit of a... Yeah, it kind of seems that way. So what this seems like is they could give you some choices. They could say, like, they could try to make you change your mind of whatever you have planned to do. Um, it's kind of like he's judging from a place of he's not the one having to do the work. And so he's going to give you options. For some reason, I feel that your boss is coming from kind of a toxic energy in the way that they look at things. They're not looking at it from your perspective, they're looking at it from their perspective. Now, it kind of feels like there's some kind of conversation that's going to happen, and it doesn't feel like it comes from the best place, because judgment and the devil to me is like they're harshly judging you, and you're like, I'm going to do as much as I can, but I'm not going to bust my ass every day and do everything, like I don't get paid for this. And so I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a butting heads this coming week. And the best way to deal with it is just do your job. And if you can't do everything that they say, then let them keep pushing you. Because I'm sure they don't want an unemployment case. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, especially because this is the boss that was like married and trying to mess with you, or trying, I kind of feel like this conversation is going to happen. It's like, you do what I say or you're out kind of thing. I kind of feel like you're going to get upset and walk away. And Spirit's kind of saying, don't engage in the conversation. Like, don't get mad. Don't let your emotions show. Kind of sit back and contemplate what your next move. Like, if you can't do it, then, go find somebody else. Like, tell them. But like I said, I think because they're not getting their way with you, they're trying to control you in a different way. And you just keep being you. And you can tell them, like, you want to fire me, but I can only do so much. But yeah, I feel like because you're not engaging with them the way that they want you to engage with them, they're trying to push you. And they're trying to, take some sort of control over the situation. Yeah, I know he didn't try to actually mess with you, but there was a intention there. And I see that. And because you kind of retreated in engaging like with him, that's when I think all of this other stuff started, where he got like overly judgmental, started control. He could have like control issues. I would say the best thing you can do is just do as much as you can, show up, but also tell him, like, I'm not a dog. You cannot treat me like a dog. You are not going to have me, and start looking for something else, because I do feel that it's just the way he is. He's like, you don't like it, go. But I don't think he wants you to go. That's the thing. It's just like he wants to control you into doing everything that he wants you to do. And I don't feel like it's a very balanced environment. I feel that he expects things from others that he wouldn't be willing to do. So, and I understand as a boss, sometimes it's hard. And yes, workloads can be like, oh my gosh, why? But you can only do so much, and don't wear yourself down, especially if they're not paying you too much. And thank you for your other donation. I think you donated twice, right? Yeah. All right, boo. What's your second question? All right, babe. What's your second question? Hold on, Nana. I got you, but I'm going to do you after I do culture. I'm going to write it down, though, so I don't ask you. What's going on with Brad's energy? Is that your boss or just a friend or boyfriend? Let's see. It's kind of a very similar energy to what your boss was feeling. Because what he's showing me is like he would love to be with you. 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But as time went on, he realized like he was wasting his time. And so then he got triggered. He got triggered by his inner demons, you know, his past experiences, maybe getting rejected. And Knight of Swords. He says things without thinking. He's doing it from a place of hurt. And like they say, hurt people hurt people. So his feelings got hurt that you didn't want him to pursue you, or you didn't want to pursue him. Because he shows me that's what he wanted. And 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords. He can't get what he wants. So he's throwing a tantrum like a child, basically. Knight of Swords don't think about what they are doing. They don't think about what they're saying. They just know they're hurt, and they want somebody to know it. So, like you said, it's like a child. They're causing, like, unnecessary conflict. When they did not get what they wanted, they create conflict. So that you'll be the problem, right? Not them. They're not the problem at all. You're the problem. You need to get them this shirt. I identify as a problem. Be like, I got you a gift. And Spirit's just kind of saying, don't engage in their conflict because they want you to. If they can't get good attention, then they want negative attention. So I would say just don't deal with them. Go somewhere else. There's something better out there for you. You might get an offer really soon to go somewhere else. So you just focus on that and don't let these people bring you down because they don't get their way. It's like, go cry me a river, bring them some tissues, let them deal with their shit, and tell them you can't talk to me that way. When they talk to you that way, tell them, I do not accept what you're saying right now. Go somewhere else with that crybaby shit. That's what I'd say, but that's me. I'm a little less tolerant to people and their bullshit, but it's just... just disengage. And when he says something to you that just, it's like, I am not your whipping boy. If you've got issues, go take it out on the pillow or, you know, whatever. Like, don't talk to me like that. And then don't deal with them as much as possible. Because their energies are so similar. They got control issues because they've been hurt. And they don't ever want to identify as a problem. They don't. They just... everything else is everybody else's problem. But it'll be okay. You're gonna get another offer. I see it. You'll be moving out soon. Alright, so Nana. Bilal's current feelings. I got you. And hello, 1111. It feels like they're going to give it one more try with you. It looks like they're like, okay, this time we're going to get it right. So they could be talking to you a lot more, trying to overcome the conflict. Now, this person is still standing in the energy of defensiveness, a little protective over their self, like the wounded warrior. They've been through it. They're saying that with you, they feel like you two can make things right. Y'all can do things better. I can't tell you if that's a true statement or it's just how they're feeling today, but it does look like they're going to try. They're going to try to make this right. They're going to try to make this successful. But they're still, you know, got their guards up. They got a bunch of walls, a lot of extra energy. Okay, Courtney, I think. I don't understand what you're talking about, Fresh. I don't get it. You're welcome, Nana. What does your spiritual team want you to know or do about this account? Okay. Y'all don't understand it either? I don't know. Something about separating, I don't understand. Alright, let's see. This kind of looks like, I don't know if your dad had like a wife or somebody he was dealing with or somebody that was kind of in charge of this account kind of dropped the ball. Like he did the right thing, but there's somebody attached to him that either did something sneakily, like tried to adjust the numbers or hide it on purpose, like with their own intentions. This looks like a female energy that was attached to your dad. So I don't know if that's like wife, mother, extra woman, but they had some kind of control over it. So it looks like it's been hid or taken back. Who knows? Someone broke up with you because of a tarot reading? That's crazy. I think that tarot is a tool, but at the same time, you've got to use your own discernment and make your decisions based off of your own perspective. Like if you let someone on YouTube control your outcomes, then, you know, there's kind of a problem. Oh, okay. I just feel a feminine energy did something. And that could be a sister or something. Okay, so um Alicia, you're welcome, man. She does. She has the memory of, like, my memory, Jeannie's memory. I have none, so it's always good to have somebody over there paying attention. All right, LT spiritual. What is coming towards you? A King of Swords, Mr. Cranky Pants. Let's see. Could be a Scorpio. Damn, they're coming in hot and heavy, but it feels like they've got a lot on their plate. So somebody could come in telling you, like, their world is falling apart, possibly without you, or all the things that they've gone through since the two of you were together. This kind of feels like a trauma dump, I'm not gonna lie, but this could also just mean, like, they're gonna come tell you, like, my life has fallen apart without you, like, I miss you, let's try again. Because I only have 3 cards, so it looks like somebody trying to heal something. But I would be careful with the energy that they're carrying, because it feels very heavy. Ten of Wands Tower to me is like a hot mess, you know. Especially with the King of Swords. Like, King of Swords is normally not, you know, they're very intellectual. I don't know. I know, I love it too. Alright. Man, Spirit has a way of just illuminating a lot in life, I swear. And protecting us. It's almost like they use the forces that are trying to come against us, they use them for good to, like, block themselves. It's kind of like a double block. Alright, Amber. General love. I got you. Ooh, the World, 10 of Coins. And the Ace of Cups. This looks brand new. This looks like Queen of Coins. Like, you're stepping into a very abundant timeline here. I think you've bypassed all of the bull crap that life sometimes will offer you, and you're kind of using it to your advantage. Whatever's coming towards you is an overflowing amount of abundance, and I think it's more than just love. I feel like whoever this person is really values you in your heart and very protective over you as well. I feel you being very happy with whatever's coming your way. Alright, it's Neon. Okay. General for career. Ooh. You're coming in alignment with very high timeline as well. 10 of Coins, the Lovers. This could be an offer coming in for you that fits you just right. Eight of Wands. So you could be receiving communication. Maybe you're out there looking for a new career, new job. Maybe you're starting something on your own and it just takes off. Whatever it is leading to a lot of abundance. I think the past is now in the past. You learned whatever lesson you needed to during that timeline, and things are about to move forward for you. I love it. You're welcome, Amber. 10 of Coins, Lovers. Beautiful. This could also be like some kind of co-creation with somebody as well that ends up breeding a lot of abundance. You're welcome. Space Cowboy. It's probably like you haven't quite tapped into your intuition yet, Space Cowboy, or you're doubting your intuition. I think your intuition is trying to prepare you for something that's coming in. And so you haven't quite got to the place of just trusting that urge, trusting that feeling. Because gut feelings or like connectivity sometimes will give you anxiety if you're not recognizing like where it's coming from. So this could be like a new feeling for you, and that's what spirit's kind of trying to be like, get excited, get happy, you know, giving you butterflies, and you're like, nope, it's stress, I need to figure it out. So get your brain out of the mix, and I think that will help you to detach from the anxiety. It's kind of like, just get prepared for it. In some way, it feels like a reconciliation of something distant, right? This could also be somebody you meet through like social media or the internet, something like that. But it's kind of saying like you're taking it wrong, right? The information is trying to tell you like your future spouse is on its way. Get your house ready, get yourself ready, get excited, trust that what you're feeling is your intuition telling you like, hey, they're feeling you too, let's bring it together. And if you get into that anxious like, oh my gosh, why am I having anxiety, what is this, it's going to cause some kind of blockage, right? Because that's still some sort of fear that's emerging, like saying you're almost fearful of what's to come instead of just being like, okay, I accept it, it's coming, you know. Stop thinking about it. Stop that. The one thing is, we have thoughts, yes, maybe write them down instead of attaching to every thought that comes to your mind, because sometimes that will spin us into this loop of like one thought attached to another thought, and then this thought, and then that thought, and it kind of confuses the whole situation. Just breathe. Surrender. Like, yes, my future spouse is coming. Let me make sure my corners are dusted or whatever. I know you don't have to shave your legs or nothing. Pretty in pink. Beauty. All right, beauty hearts. What is your question? I think this Mercury retrograde is going to be interesting. Interesting. Okay, what action is Khalid taking towards you? It feels like something in the future they're going to surprise you with. I don't think it's like right now, but I feel like they're getting prepared for it. It's almost like they're thinking about it. It just feels like not right now though. Whatever this action that you're asking for, it's not yet. It will be in the future. But for right now, it's like they're planning for something better or some kind of surprise, but it's not right now, and they're not going to tell me about it. All they say is you will be surprised. So, now no. It could be something you're not expecting, a shock and surprise of like an outpouring of emotion and love or whatever that you just were like, I didn't even know you were capable of that. But I do kind of feel like they're going through something right now that that's why it's pushed to the future. Pretty in pink, you are very, very late, my love. Jesse, what does Taurus want with you? It's kind of like they want equalness. They want, maybe there's something that happened in the past that you're holding against them, or maybe they're holding it against themselves. It could be like in the past they weren't able to give you what you were able to give them, right? And they're kind of like, can we just let that go? So something may have happened to where they're like, can we just let that go? Can we just move forward and do things the same, right? Find some kind of compromise for the new. Now, I don't know if y'all been through anything, and if not, it's more of them like, I want things to be better than they were before. I want us to be on the same page. I want compromise. I want us to enjoy this experience and not hurt each other along the way. Is that what the heck? What the heck? Donation for what the heck? Well, that could be what it is. It's like, let's forget that. Let's just agree to disagree and move on. And thank you, what the heck? I knew it was you. All right, let me do not Jesse. Consent real quick, and then I got you. General for this week. Consent. Okay, I don't know if there's a connection that you've been having like a lot of disagreement with, or there's been some kind of like misunderstanding or bringing you some sort of fear. I feel like this week things are going to move forward. Like there's going to be a healing over this connection, or whatever the disagreement, argument, like somebody that maybe they're coming in with an apology. But I do see some movement forward past, like, I don't know if it's fear from the other person or something happened where you two couldn't see eye to eye. Anyways, I do feel like there's some kind of peace being made this week. Peace. Everybody needs peace. So when Spirit tells me peace is coming, I'm like, bit. I don't care how it comes. That's what I want. Peace. Mr. Gerardo, the free list is closed, my love, but I'm on 3 days a week, so you're more than welcome to join another time. Did somebody say they're not coming back? Okay. Whatever. I try to be as fair as possible. And I would just say, as an announcement to everybody that is here, please keep your chat or the video up to where we're at now. Because if you lag behind, you'll end up missing your turn. And unfortunately, I can't keep going backwards. So, that's all. Alright, so, what the heck? You just wanted to be nosy and look into Capricorn's energy, no communication. Alright, what's going on with this Capricorn? Girl, I already know about what was going on with the 4 or 5. One day I'm gonna tell you. Thank you, Burton, for your donation. Alright. Let's see. Okay. I kind of feel like this person is feeling like selfish. They feel that maybe they're regretting the intentional, like the initial pulling back from you, right? Because now all they can do is think about you and they're sad. They're like, I miss the love that I had. And it's almost like they're fearful that they're not going to be able to get it back. So I don't think they meant to extend the silence this long. The love is still there. The care is still there. They just, it's almost like they were selfish. They had to take care of them. They had to, you know, put themselves first in some kind of way, and now they're regretting it. And they feel like maybe you've turned your back on them. Like you don't want to have anything to do with them anymore because of what happened. They're fearful that when and if they return, there's going to be conflict and you're going to be like, no, I'm not dealing with that. Like, you should never just leave without saying anything. Like, if we're friends, if we're together, then we need to respect each other in that way. And maybe that's a conversation they don't want to have. They want to come in and be like, oh, everything's fine, right? I didn't do anything. I just, you know. And I do feel it was kind of selfish, and they didn't do it in the right way. So now they are regretful, and they cannot get you off their mind because you are like the one for them. That's what they say, or you make them feel like that. And so, like I said, I feel like right now, they are regretting their choices. Very much so. And planning to come forward in the future, but scared of your reaction. And your reaction should be just like that. Like, if we're going to do this, you cannot do that. If you need time for you, I can understand. But you have to tell me that. You can't just disappear and make me wonder and stress me out because you have shit going on. You know? Like, there needs to be some kind of boundary set when they do return. So they know that you're not just going to lay down and be like, okay, I understand. This is somebody that needs a little bit of consequence. Okay, hold on. Burton. Let me go ahead and do Lucky's because they posted their question, and then I will do yours, Burton, okay? Just because it was already posted. Okay. Noah's thoughts and feelings for you, Lucky. Let's see. Oh. No, it's okay. I feel an obsessive type of energy. Like, they cannot get enough of you. They love your energy. Almost to the point of, like, I'm a little scared that they could be a little codependent. But it kind of feels like you trigger them. You make them feel like they've known you forever. Maybe many lifetimes. I don't know. You give them a very fearful energy. Like, what am I feeling? Why is it like this? Oh my gosh. They overthink about you. But the devil and the Two of Cups. Like, they want you. They want to devour you. Okay. Go ahead, Noah. Alright, so next we've got Burton. I'm surprised y'all aren't watching the Super Bowl. You're welcome, babe. It's like, what do they say? Like, I would drink her bath water. Woo! Alright, does Cheyenne like you? Oh, let's see. Cheyenne interested in Burton. They definitely got some feelings. Ain't no doubt about that. But they don't know if you have feelings for them. They're like, I'm a Two of Cups. I'm all in. Like, I could do this. I could see this happening. Something about this man just does it for me. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. With the Six of Swords. Almost like you remind them of somebody. Something. But it feels like they're unsure how you feel. And so maybe that's why they're showing up more, is to try to see where you're at. Test the waters. Sun, Four of Wands. Like, this person likes you. Likes you. But they don't feel like you like them, because they say you're very serious. You're very serious. If you were to ask this person out, I believe they would definitely say yes. Okay. I kind of feel like you get anxious around this person, or you don't know what to say, or like you feel that feeling, but it's like the fear gets to you. You're like, nah, they don't want me. So it's kind of like you two are mirroring each other. You could be seeing a lot of 2s, 22, 222. But you both are kind of in the same boat, except for this person is like, I'm not scared. You're more like, I could see this happening. I could feel that we would be something together. But you're like, I don't know. Am I reading this wrong? Kind of like the reason why you're getting the tarot reading, I guess, is because you're having like, I don't know if they feel what I feel. And they're like, I don't know if they feel what I feel. But you're a little bit more like, I don't know. They're showing signs for sure. And you're kind of just like, I don't want to move. I don't want to say anything out of turn. But it's kind of cute. It's like a little crushy crush. I like it. I do feel like they want to move forward with you. And they could be just like showing up just so they get a little extra time to spend with you, like you said. So I do feel that your feelings are correct, sir. You could get her number. Awesome. You cook Super Bowl food, but you don't watch football. I'm not watching it because I can't stand the MFN Patriots. And I'm sorry to all the Patriot fans. I turned Seahawk fan real quick after the Texans game and the Broncos game. JJ Watt even said it. He said somebody bought those games. And I believe it. And so I'm like, nope, I'm not watching it. My daughter is cooking chicken and dumplings, so I didn't have to cook Super Bowl food. But years ago, I would be barbecuing and all that. But I don't know, it's not as much fun as it used to be, it seems. But it is a good reason to cook a bunch of food. We always miss you, Diamond Girl. Oh, did we miss you? We didn't call you yet, babe. But yes, you were before Doctor. So I don't know. Diamond Girl, go ahead and post your question. I don't know where Diamond Girl's post was. No, you weren't called. I'm over here like, yes, of course we miss you. I had her the other way. I had Diamond Girl before Doctor. General love for my Diamond Girl. This person's coming, but they're coming on the slow train. I feel like you might have to kiss a few frogs first, but or you have to dismiss a few frogs first. Be patient. It's coming. It's just moving a little slower than anticipated. And that could be because they've got shit they got to work out. But I kind of feel like you will not miss this opportunity, and this is somebody that matches you on a good level, so I like it. Thank you, Lalima, for your donations, your 4 donations. You caught me just in time. Alright, after Lalima, I'm going to close the donations. And hey, we gotta turn it positive. Yes, of course we miss you. We always miss you. But in a good way. Alright, Lalima. What is your first question? You're welcome. This person could be a Virgo, Diamond Girl. They gotta plot and plan first. Okay, so you want to know, like, why is she doing that, or what was that about? What can you expect out of this situation? Okay. This person kind of feels like she makes problems when there's no problems. And I think in the past it was kind of equal. And now all of a sudden she's got a problem. And I think that the problem comes from, like, she doesn't like that you get to take time off and she doesn't. But really, she's not asking for it. Again, this is that hater energy. Like, she's trying to make you look bad, right? Or trying to cause problems for you, but with like a smile on her face. And you're like, well, we did this in the past. Why is there a problem now? I kind of feel like I said, this person is just one of those people that no matter what you do, they're never going to be happy. And they're going to try to make you look like the bad guy. Because they wish they were you. Somebody's going to have to cover for you. Things will move forward. Things will be fine. This person is just showing their butt right now. And I would say you just return the favor and don't cover for them anymore. You know? Okay, we're not going to cover for each other then. Because you can't trust them. I do kind of feel like there's a conversation that needs to be had that, okay, you don't want to cover for me, fine. Somebody else will. But don't expect me to cover for you either. Because she's doing it out of spite and she's doing it out of jealousy. She has some kind of intention behind it to try to make you look bad or try to, I don't know. She's just a shit starter. And I don't think that the boss is gonna do anything about it. You know, I just feel like, okay. But it almost feels like she really didn't have as much choice as she thinks she does to say that. Because the boss is the boss. If I say you cover for this person, then you cover for them. Unless it's something to where, like, you two agreed ahead of time, like, I'm going to cover for you, I'll take off this. But, I mean, if she's going to make a problem out of it, then it's better not to deal with her at all. Find somebody else. I think she was just talking, like, trying to be spiteful. And I don't think you should give it any more energy than it's worth. You know, I don't feel like it's... Because it looks like even if she says this, the boss is not entertaining her. Like, they may feel that she's not, like, the best. Like, they may already see her behaviors like you do, you know? You've called her out since the beginning, so I'm sure they have too. I don't think it's going to hamper your future plans. I think that there's somebody else that will cover it. And I don't feel like the boss is going to be like, oh, you can't, she's not going to cover for you anymore, so you can't take off. No. She's going to cover for you, or somebody's going to cover for you. It's almost like she set you up for this. Like, she has strategy behind it. What's your next question, my love? should you talk to the boss about it? I mean, honestly, I don't feel like you really need to talk to them, but I would tell them, like, kind of what's going on if they approach you about it. Um, because I feel like you don't want to play the same game that they do, right? You're more secure, you're more solid, you're more grown than they are. Um, I would just, if the boss talks to you because they talk to them, I would just say, look, it was it was fine. Like everything was good. I don't know why all of a sudden she decided not to, and that's fine with me. But I feel like it's more personal than just she doesn't want to do it. Cause she's showing up as like pages. She's very immature, you know, and I don't think that the boss is really trying to entertain this because this person is strategizing all of these things. Like I don't think it's just one thing. I don't think it's just you either. The boss already sees it. So, like I said, I don't feel like it's something that you need to go and be like, well, she said, you know, like that back and forth. If the boss comes to you and says, well, we need to find somebody to cover you because she's not going to cover for you anymore, just explain the situation. I don't know why she feels that way, but okay, let's figure something else out. Or if you don't feel like your days are going to be covered, go to the boss and be like, she said she wasn't going to cover for me. Can we figure out who could cover for me or who I need to talk to about this? But I wouldn't go into it as, well, she said, you know, like that. Because you're more mature. I don't feel that it holds much. She's just making conflict out of nothing. And I think the boss respects you. And I don't think she's going to make a big deal out of it. Even though it does cause her more stress because I feel like your boss is a like an overthinker, an overstressor, especially when it comes to you leaving. She may have even caused problems in the past because remember when we were reading on you taking time off, how I kept saying there was this thing about the past. Something happened in the past to where somebody ended up leaving or, you know, this type of thing. So maybe it's the same thing, just repeating itself, you know? And so it's best to just keep moving forward and make sure that when you leave, you have it covered. But I wouldn't deal with her because it seems like because the Seven of Swords has come out twice. I honestly feel like she's an undercover hater and she's trying to cause problems. And you don't really need to engage in it because she's gonna make herself look bad and it's gonna be seen for what it is, you know. Man, it's just a bunch of, it feels very childish, and I don't think you need to even really engage with a person like that. Then like I said, I don't think it's the first time she's done this to somebody. I think it's something that it's become a regular thing with her, making problems, not just with you. And the more that you let her know that it bothers you or she sees that it bothers you, the more she's going to do it. So the less you can engage in it, the better. All right, but what's next? I'm sorry, all the lists are closed. I am on 3 days a week, though, if you'd like to come back another day. All lists are closed today, babe, but I am on 3 days a week. Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays, if you'd like to join another day. Okay, let's see. Do I see anything happening between you and them in the future? I'm going to clarify this because this could mean a bunch of different things. Hold on. I think you would like this person more than you think. I think your family automatically knows like this person could be an amazing partner for you. However, one person's dreams are not another person's dreams. So I kind of feel like you think about it, but I don't know if it like actually ends up like you're probably like, yeah, this person could provide a good life. Like they could make me happy, but I don't know if it like sits well with you. Because I see you kind of looking at it as that's their choice, right? Like maybe you even have like a lot of times, especially with parents and children, what your parents want, you automatically don't. You know, like you want the opposite of what they want. And not that you want like some mess or whatever compared to a stable life. I think it's just don't feel forced to do something just because. You know what I mean? Like don't make any kind of rash decisions. I would say give them a chance, yes, because I do feel like you could even become friends with this person and like build some kind of I honestly feel if you give them a chance and not just automatically be like, I don't want this, you know, you two might be able to really build something together. Because I think you two kind of match each other a little bit. But I feel a resistance on your part to where you're like, if that's what they want, I don't know about it, you know. But you're very smart. But also don't just push the energy away because it's what your parents want. Be open to it. Because like I said, I do feel like you'll be surprised. The Six of Wands came out twice. The Sun, the Ten of Pentacles. But to you, you're like, I don't know. There's just something about them. I don't know, you know, because you don't know them. You know what I mean? Like maybe your family does. And so it's going to take time for you to build a bond with this person. But I do see that there's a chance that the two of you could be very happy if you don't, like automatically say like, that's not what I want. Okay, Jean. All right, Lilima, post your next question, boo. Okay, you're gonna keep it for Wednesday. Let me write that down over here. Because my mind sometimes don't remember. Alright, Jean, whenever you come back, what is your... Oh, wait. Culture? Is Culture still here? Ice cream. You and ice cream. You're like my mother. My mother loves ice cream. It's her favorite thing in life. Like, she could live off ice cream. Or it used to be, anyway. I love ice cream, but not all the time. But the best ice cream ever is marble slab cheesecake with Kit Kats in it. Oh my god. Alright, Culture. Message for your current anxiety spiral, please. Oh, goodness. Alright. Messages for... meditate. 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 I would say writing. Writing would really help you. Like, maybe tell yourself, every time I have a toxic thought, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to get to the bottom of why this fear is popping up. Automatic writing is really good. And that's basically like, you have a thought, you write it down. You don't think about it. You don't attach to it. You write it down and move on to the next. And the more that you can kind of be an observer of your thoughts instead of like an active participant, the more that the anxiety will stop. Because you're in some kind of control, right? Because a lot of times the spiral happens when we attach to this thought, and then it creates other thoughts, and then this and that. And the actual putting it on paper helps you to ground it. Instead of it spinning around in your head, it grounds it. So it's almost like, if you've got something to say to somebody, write it down like in a message to yourself. Write it all out. Send it to yourself. It helps to get the energy out of you and moving you forward. So if you have doubts, concerns, I know something else that works well for me is I write things down that I'm wanting to get rid of and I burn it. Like, I burn the paper. Safely, of course. I don't just, light the house on fire or nothing, but I feel like there's some healing that's trying to happen within you. And the more that you stay here instead of here, it'll keep coming to be like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. So look at it, ground it, and then move forward. Surrender is a great thing as well. Just, it is what it is, I can't do nothing about it. And maybe even write the things out that are bothering you. And like, is there anything that you can do about it right this second? And if you can't, surrender it. Pray about it. Meditate. Whatever it is that gets you out of this cerebral spin. But hopefully that helps lift. Alright, Jean, your turn. Last but not least, for sure. Eyes, feelings, and intentions. Oh, you got the cuckoo. You got the man cuckoo. Cuckoo. It's a lot of cuckoos. Hey, Jason. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you went live. Okay, what are his feelings and intentions towards you? Friday, after yesterday and Friday. I feel like you taught them something. They're loving the fact that you're helping them move past something. And maybe you don't intentionally help them, like, but they feel just very much like they love to watch how you transmute energy or how you feel energy and how you can bring healing to like the worst things. And they're just like in awe of you. Like the Knight of Cups, like, tell me more. Tell me more. Like they want more. Maybe you talked about something that happened to them and they got a little bit more vulnerable with you. But it's like your energy helps them to work through things that have been on their mind and in their heart. And as the days pass, the more they grow fond of you. The Queen of Cups. Instead of showing me the hot teacher, now they're just like starry-eyed over you. Like you're their dream girl. It was a lot of cuckoos, right? A lot of cuckoos. She got all the cuckoos. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but hey. But anyways, I think this man's heart is starting to blossom for you. But anyways, my loves, thank y'all for being here. Happy Sunday. I will be back on Wednesday. And thank you, my mods. Y'all are amazing as always. You know how much I love you guys. I love you, everybody, but my mods are extra special. They're the extra most bestest in the whole wide world. Okay, I'm gonna quit rambling, but he's not making moves. I think because he's kind of starstruck and fearful of you as well. Let's pray or work on him moving forward. Good thoughts. Anyways, I'm gonna quit rambling. I love you guys. I will see you again on Wednesday.